One of the most dangerous fat in your body, the kind wrapping your liver, heart, and pancreas like a toxic blanket, could start melting away in the next 14 days with nothing more than one morning green tea ritual. Dr. Peter Attia, the legendary longevity physician, author of Outlive, and the man who's turned himself into a human science experiment with continuous glucose monitors and DEXA scans, has been quietly using this exact protocol on his high-profile clients and in his own life. And right now, I'm handing you his complete, step-by-step system that turns everyday stress into visceral fat-burning fuel. But here's the catch. If you click away before the very end, you'll miss the free gift I've created exclusively for people who stay locked in, the Visceral Fat Destroyer Blueprint PDF. Inside, you'll get Dr. Attia's exact shopping list, daily timing chart, 30-day waist measurement plus energy tracker, advanced tweaks for even faster results, and the precise Norwegian 4x4 workout script that's already helped thousands drop their visceral fat by double digits. This isn't some generic PDF. This is the same blueprint elite performers use. Stick with me for the next 15 minutes, and I'll deliver it to you at the end. Your organs, your energy, and your waistline are about to change forever. Let's dive in. First, understand why visceral fat is the silent killer that Dr. Attia obsesses over. It's not the jiggly subcutaneous fat you can pinch. Visceral fat is the deep, ectopic fat that surrounds your organs. It's metabolically active, in the worst way. It pumps out inflammatory cytokines 24/7, and here's the terrifying part Dr. Attia repeats constantly. Your visceral fat has 4 times more glucocorticoid receptors than anywhere else in your body. That means cortisol and adrenaline stick to it like magnets. Every time you're stressed, even mildly, that fat gets the signal first. Now, most people reach for coffee in the morning thinking it'll help them burn fat. And yes, caffeine does increase fat oxidation to a degree. But Dr. Attia warns, if cortisol is already elevated, which it is for 90% of modern adults, that extra caffeine can actually backfire and pack more visceral fat on because insulin and cortisol together create the perfect storm for belly storage. Enter the green tea trick that flips the script. The star player is a polyphenol called EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate. A landmark study and multiple follow-ups showed that green tea extract increased 24-hour fat oxidation significantly more than placebo or even green tea plus extra caffeine. But the real magic isn't caffeine. It's what EGCG does to the enzyme called catechol-methyltransferase, or COMT. COMT is the enzyme that breaks down epinephrine, adrenaline, and norepinephrine. EGCG inhibits COMT. That means your adrenaline stays circulating longer. And because your visceral fat has 4 times more receptors for these stress hormones, the prolonged epinephrine goes straight to work, burning visceral fat preferentially. Here's the key nuance Dr. Attia emphasizes. This only works beautifully when insulin is low. When insulin is high, after a carb-heavy meal, adrenaline can't liberate fat effectively. Ancestrally, high adrenaline plus food only happened when you needed to sprint from a predator. Today, we sit stressed at our desks with high insulin and high cortisol, and boom, visceral fat piles on. That's why timing is everything. Dr. Attia's protocol is simple but deadly effective. Wake up. Stay fasted. Brew or whisk 2 to 3 grams of high-quality ceremonial matcha, the cleanest, most potent source of EGCG. Sip it slowly over 20 to 30 minutes. The mild caffeine plus L-theanine gives calm energy without jitters, while the EGCG keeps adrenaline elevated. You can even sip more throughout your fast if you want. To supercharge it, add 1 tablespoon of raw apple cider vinegar in 8 to 10 ounces of water 10 minutes after your matcha. The acetic acid turns into acetate in the mitochondria, ramps up AMPK, and further enhances fat oxidation. Green tea plus ACV in a fasted state is the ultimate low-insulin, high-epinephrine environment where visceral fat literally starts to melt. Important warning from Dr. Attia's data. If you drink this after a big carb breakfast, the effect flips. Insulin blunts the fat-burning signal, and the prolonged adrenaline can actually promote storage in the presence of food. So fasted is non-negotiable for maximum results. While fasting, nutrient status matters. Dr. Attia is obsessive about not becoming deficient during any calorie restriction. That's why I recommend the exact micronutrient timing stack he references in his longevity protocols. Morning and evening separated capsules that respect chronobiology so nothing competes for absorption. Link is in the top line of the description. It's the only system I've seen that actually prevents the "I feel like I'm losing muscle instead of fat" problem people complain about during fasting. Here's what actually happens metabolically. When your body struggles to tap into fat stores, common in insulin-resistant people, it starts breaking down muscle for glucose instead. The EGCG plus fasted state plus ACV forces your cells to become metabolically flexible. Fat becomes the preferred fuel. Visceral fat is the first to go because of those 4 times higher receptors. People using this exact morning ritual report waking up leaner within 10 to 14 days. Now, how you break the fast matters. Dr. Attia says, keep insulin as low as possible while cortisol is still naturally elevated from the overnight fast. So break your fast with a high-protein, low to moderate carb meal. Think 40-50 g protein, eggs, Greek yogurt, whey isolate, or wild salmon, plus non-starchy vegetables. Save the carbs for later in the day when cortisol is lower. This prevents the dangerous high cortisol plus high insulin combo that packs visceral fat back on. Next level, the workout protocol that Dr. Attia loves for visceral fat annihilation, variable oxygen demand training, also known as the Norwegian 4x4 method. You don't need hours of cardio, just 20 to 25 minutes, 3 to 4 times per week. Here's exactly how. 5 minutes easy zone 2 incline walk. You can talk, but it's slightly challenging. 2 minutes all-out high intensity, zone 4 to 5 on a bike, sprint, or fast stairs, heart rate near max. Repeat this cycle 3 to 4 times. The alternating oxygen demand forces your body to rapidly switch fuel sources, skyrocketing fat oxidation for hours afterward. Dr. Attia's CGM data shows this style of training drops average daily glucose and preferentially targets visceral fat more than steady-state cardio. Low-impact version, treadmill incline walk plus stationary bike sprints. Your joints will thank you. One more non-negotiable that Dr. Attia hammers home: sleep. Poor sleep tanks growth hormone and skyrockets cortisol the next day, undoing everything. Check out my tier list video on sleep optimization right here if you want the full protocol, but the short version, 7.5 to 9 hours, consistent bedtime, cool dark room, and no screens 90 minutes before bed. For the advanced stack, the intense supplement Dr. Attia has discussed in his AMAs for people who want to go further. Add 600 to 1,000 milligrams of KSM, 66 ashwagandha daily, taken in the evening. This adaptogen lowers morning cortisol by up to 30% in studies while preserving the beneficial adrenaline effects during your fasted window. It's the perfect bookend to the morning green tea ritual. Start with 600 milligrams and titrate up if needed. Always check with your doctor first. Let's put it all together in your exact daily blueprint so you can start tomorrow morning. 6:30 to 7 a.m. Wake. Drink 2-3G ceremonial matcha plus 1 tablespoon ACV in water. Stay fasted. Throughout morning fast, optional extra matcha sips. 10 to 11 a.m. or whenever you break fast. High protein, low carb meal, protein plus veggies first. Midday or late afternoon, Norwegian 4x4 workout 3-4x/week. Evening, 600 to 1,000 milligrams KSM, 66 ashwagandha, plus high-quality dinner with carbs timed later. Sleep by 10:30 p.m. latest. Do this consistently and you'll watch your waist shrink, energy stabilize, and even your blood markers improve. Exactly what Dr. Attia measures in his patients. Practical tips for bulletproof results. Use ceremonial-grade matcha, not culinary. EGCG content is 3x higher. Start slow with ACV if you're sensitive. Track your waist at the belly button every 7 days. That's the best proxy for visceral fat loss. Stay hydrated. Fasting plus matcha needs extra water. If you're on medication or have thyroid issues, run it by your physician. You stayed with me all the way. Huge respect. Now claim your free gift. Click the link in the description right now for the Visceral Fat Destroyer Blueprint PDF. You'll receive exact brand recommendations for matcha, ACV, and KSM, 66 ashwagandha printable daily timing chart 30-day tracking sheet. Waist, energy, how clothes fit. Bonus advanced Norwegian 4x4 variations Dr. Atia-inspired meal ideas for breaking the fast. Thousands have already used this exact blueprint to transform their bodies from the inside out. Download it while it's fresh in your mind. If this video gave you even one actionable insight, smash that like button, subscribe for weekly Dr. Peter Attia level biohacking protocols, and comment "Visceral burn" below so I know you're in the club, and I'll reply personally. You now have the exact system. The only question left is, will you start tomorrow morning? Your organs are counting on you. I'll see you in the next video where we dive even deeper into Dr. Atia's latest fat loss stack. Stay strong, stay consistent, and keep biohacking.